Good Monday morning. It's a great day here at Center Chapel Church of Christ, bringing you another Monday review of Sunday's lesson. We covered Matthew chapter 7, verses 13 through 20. We used Albert Einstein as an introduction, and the point we were trying to emphasize is that even the smartest people can still be lost with bad information or misinformation. In order for us to make it to our eternal home in heaven, we have to have good information. That good information comes from the New Testament. It comes from the words of Jesus. And so Jesus gives us our directions that we need in life to make it to our heavenly home. Our first point that we made was to choose the narrow gate. Verses 13 and 14 were the text that we used, where Jesus encourages us to choose the narrow pathway, the difficult way. And the reason why this is so challenging for us is because it has rules and restrictions. It has certain limitations. Again, those limitations are the words of the New Testament, the words by our Savior. The broad way, in contrast to the narrow way, has no limitations. There's no ceiling, there's no boundaries, there's no limit to what you can believe and what you can do. And so there's really no formality, there's no instructions, there's no good information, and people don't know where they're going. They end up lost. Our second point was Jesus cautioning us to be aware of false prophets. Now, false prophets, we used 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1, are similar to false teachers. Both of these are not speaking on God's behalf. They're giving you, again, bad information. So Jesus is cautioning us to take note of those who are teaching anything contrary to the information that we find in the New Testament. Now, this is going to be kind of challenging for us because they're going to come to us in sheep's clothing, but they're ravenous wolves. So just by appearance, you're not going to be able to tell who they are. So Jesus asks us to dive deeper into the fruits. You have to know your fruits. And the point that Jesus is making is, do grapes come from thorn bushes? Well, the answer to that is obviously no. Well, what he's saying is good teaching does not come from bad teachers, nor does bad teaching come from good teachers. If you have a good teacher, they're going to have good teaching. If you have a bad teacher, then they're going to have bad teaching. And you need to be able to detect the difference between the two. The good teaching will match that of the good shepherd. A person who's teaching you straight from the New Testament, straight from the words of Christ, will be producing good fruit. It will be the fruit of the Spirit. It will be good teaching with good directions. You cannot make it home with bad directions. The only way we can get home to our heavenly abode is with good information that comes from the Savior. I hope that this has been a good, healthy recap for you. I hope you have a great rest of the week. We love you, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.